Hi, Tom Cole, the coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN, and welcome into another edition of Sports Flash, and certainly an honor and privilege for me to welcome in an outstanding young man from St. John's Jesuit, Ben Hoste. Ben, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Heard nothing but great things about you, and tell the folks a little bit. Soccer, what's your position in soccer?
I'm a center midfield.
Yeah, okay. And what do you enjoy about soccer?
I really like, so I was the captain this year, and I really like just like getting to know the guys and playing on the field. You know, you get to know kind of who they are better than you would if you were off the field, and those guys become your best friends. So I think it's just the people I play with is what I like the most.
Ben, what would your takeaway be from soccer when you're going to go to Ohio State? We didn't get to that yet, but you're going to be a doctor and go to Ohio State and all of those things, which are fabulous. But what's your takeaway from soccer? Because when you play a sport, you always learn something about yourself. Yeah. What did you learn about yourself playing soccer, and what's the one thing when you take away from soccer and you go, I'm going to miss this?
It's probably just working hard and getting the result that you've always wanted. I mean, there's always situations where you don't think that you're going to do your best, but if you work hard and work as a team, I've realized that you can accomplish pretty much anything you want. So
yeah, and you're an accomplished young man. Student council also, right?
Yep.
Captain of the Spirit Squad. That's very cool. I know. Yeah, I understand what goes into the Spirit Squad, and there's a lot of work and effort, and you kind of drive the school literally and figuratively in all the big sporting events. So kudos to you on that. But Ben, you've done something that is very cool. There's a program that Mr. Skeldon runs, and the service projects immersion program, and you did something in El Salvador called Courts for Kids.
I did, yes.
And kind of first of all, tell the folks what that is. Kind of frame that a little bit, and what was that like?
Courts for Kids is an organization that St. John's teamed up with this year, and it's an immersion trip down to El Salvador where they go into these rural villages and like these tropical areas, and they build basketball courts for the kids because, I mean, when it rains, you get the muddy fields and the grass gets all wet. But when you have these cement basketball courts, they can use them to play basketball. You put soccer nets under them, and then you can play volleyball. So it's kind of giving these people something they don't have.
It's a multi-purpose facility that boys and girls, everybody, the families can have recreational activity on. Something will impact them forever. But Ben, when you got involved in this, was there any trepidation about here you're going to a different country, different climate, different people? Was there some trepidation on your part, or did you just say, no, this is going to be great?
Yeah, I was hesitant to sign up at first. I was kind of talking with my friends who graduated last year who had went to other service trips, and I was like, should I do this? And they all like really encouraged me, so I was like, I'll do it. It was hard because I knew I wasn't speaking Spanish fluently, obviously, at that point.
Did you, you got immersed in the culture. Exactly. I'd imagine you picked some phrases up in the 8 days. Did you?
Yeah, I did, definitely. Okay. We had 2 translators with us. Actually, we had 3, and then my friend Mario speaks pretty good Spanish, so we were all just trying to communicate. We were teaching them English. They were teaching us Spanish, and it was a good time. It was a lot different than I would have expected it to be with the language barrier.
Ben, to me, I would think that that's almost a life-changing experience. There are many times as you're moving along in the life process where you have a situation where you go, hey, that substantively changed me at the core of who I am. But I would think these kind of things do that. How did this change you, Ben?
It really just showed me how privileged I am and how privileged we all are here in the U.S. I mean, those people down there, they have little to nothing, and they enjoy life so much more than I see people around here. So I think that I learned kind of values of life a little bit, and just that relationships mean a lot, and just being with your family and your friends more than, having material things. But then also I was like kind of drawn towards service after that, and I really enjoyed helping people and how it made me feel and how it improved their life. So I hope to take that step forward in my life and hopefully do some service later down the road with my career.
Well, certainly as a doctor, you'll be doing that, and maybe someday you'll go back as a doctor to underprivileged areas and bring medical care to communities that don't have it. Ben, on behalf of Buckeye Cable and BCSN, we're privileged to go into schools every day, and we talk to great teachers and great coaches and great kids, and you are a perfect model or example of exemplifying everything that we try to show on television of being a good person, being positive in your school, doing a great job academically, being a leader in the school, being involved in extracurricular activities, and giving back in a service direction area. So you're a great role model for young kids. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Hoste. All right, Ben. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Tom Coley, coach for Buckeye Cable and BCSN.